candle. Here. And the flowers. There. Horrible band. Anyway, it's not worth worrying about. It's great. It's gonna be lovely. Besides, I'll do anything you want me to, Torvald. I'll sing for you. I'll dance for you. Oh, you're back already.
Yes. Has anyone been here?
Here? No.
That's funny. I saw Krogstad leaving the house.
Yes, well, Krogstad was here for a minute.
Nora, he was here begging me to put in a good word for him, wasn't he? I can tell this by looking at him.
Yes.
You were going to pretend it was your idea, weren't you? You weren't even going to tell me he'd been here. Was that a suggestion as well?
Yes, Torvald.
No, really. How could you agree to something like that? How could you talk to that sort of man, let alone make promises to him? And then lie to me on top of everything?
Lie to you?
You said no one had been here, didn't you? A little songbird must never do that again. A songbird must have a clean beat, mustn't she? She mustn't sing out of tune. Isn't that right? Yes, I thought so. Now, we'll say no more about it. Isn't it warm and cozy here?
Torvald.
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to the Sternworks fancy dress ball the day after tomorrow.
And I'm dying to see what you're going to surprise me with this time.
It's so silly.
What?
Well, I can't think of anything. It all seems so stupid and pointless.
So you found that out, have you, Nora?
Are you very busy, Torvald?
Well,
What are those papers?
they're to do with the bank.
Already?
I persuaded the outgoing manager to give me the authority to make the necessary staff and administration changes. I must get that done during Christmas week. I want all that sorted out by the new year.
So that's why poor Krogstad. Torvald, if you hadn't been so busy, I would have asked you an enormous favor.
And what would that be? Tell me.
Well, your taste is better than anyone's, and I really want to look nice at the dress ball. Couldn't you just take charge of me and decide what I should be, what sort of costume I should wear?
What, a stubborn little girl like you appealing for a savior?
You really couldn't do it without you.
All right, I'll think about it. See what we come up with.
You are so kind to me. Are these flowers pretty? Oh, well, was it really so horrible, whatever it was that Krogstad did?
Forgery. Have you any idea how serious that is?
Yes, but couldn't he have been forced into it by necessity?
Yes, or else he just did it without thinking, like so many people. I'm not so heartless as to condemn the man irrevocably because of one isolated incident.
You know you're not, Torvald.
A man can always regain his moral stature if he openly confesses his crime and takes his punishment.
Punishment?
But that's not Krogstad's method. He got out of it by trickery and deceit. And that's what makes him a moral cripple.
But don't you think
Think of the way a man with a guilty conscience has to live. Lies, hypocrisy, pretense. Even those nearest to him, even his wife and his children can never see behind his mask. And the most dreadful thing about it is what happens to the children.
Why?
Because a house full of lies can infect and contaminate the whole life of a home. Every breath the children take in a house like that is full of disgusting germs.
Are you sure about that?
My dear, as a lawyer, I've had more than enough experience with that sort of thing. Nearly all young criminals have had dishonest mothers.
Why do you say mothers?
Because it usually is the mother's responsibility. Although, of course, the father can have the same effect. Any lawyer knows that. And yet Krogstad has been at home all these years, poisoning his own children with lies and deceit. That's why I say he's morally degenerate. That's why my dear little Nora is going to promise me never to mention him again. Shake hands on him. Then what's the matter? Give me your hand. Right. That's that. Anyway, it would have been quite impossible for me to work with him, I can tell you. People like that literally make me feel physically ill.
It's getting very hot in here. I've got so much to do.
Yes, now to eat through this meat before lunch. And I'll have a think about your costume as well. And I might need to find a little something to wrap up in gold paper and hang for Christmas. Got a little soft.